I'm going to be doing the eclipse readings. I know it seems like I've been doing eclipse readings all month, but it's a real thing. It's really happening. So what we have is it's a full moon and an eclipse at one time. So hang on, I'm trying to. There it is. Okay. All right. All right, so here we go with the eclipse. Hi, Dan. Hi, Joni. Hi. I know, I just saw your message come up when I was like turning this on, so thank you for visiting. I hope all is well for you. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I did a metaphysical show yesterday. I don't know if you guys checked that out. When I rewatched it, I was like, man, the volume is bad. That's my regular phone I was using. And I have a different phone for my videos. And so that phone is really got something going on with the microphone. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll see what happens because I'm leaving on my trip in just Friday, you know? So I have to figure that part out because the whole reason well, that's not the whole reason, but one of the things I'm doing is part of it's going to be about you guys, right? Showing you some cool stuff. So there's been kind of a change in my plans. So if anybody, whoever's like, gives a shit, I'm actually going to go a different direction. I was going to go south and go to Texas and see Julie. But I had some kind of like unexpected things happen with my van. Like, and I got to thinking about it because I was at, getting new tires, which I thought I needed one, and I ended up I needed three. And there's also some kind of like sound that the car makes, like, I don't know, it sounds like a belt or something. Anyway, I really sat there at Walmart waiting for my car, thinking about what if something happens on that trip, like anywhere, like what if I ran over? Because the guy is the one who said it. He's like, do you want to buy insurance for your tires, And I was like, yeah, I think I do. And, but then I was thinking about this one time when I was driving, and I think I was about in South Dakota somewhere, and I don't know what happened. I ran over a nail or something, and it was like nighttime. I mean, I had to get a tow truck and have it, towed because it wasn't near the town. Like, it was a big deal. And I started thinking about that with the tires. Like, I hadn't given that 1 second of thought before then. Anyway, I just decided I'm not really prepared for a problem with my van. I don't know how to work on it, and I don't have any friends on the way. You know what I mean? On the way to Texas, I don't have friends all the way there. So I decided to just go kind of closer to home. Like I'm gonna go northwest, and I am gonna show you some cool stuff. I do know that area, and I was thinking like, well, instead of trying to find stuff, I'll just go right to it, and it'll be fun. I do know a lot of beautiful things in the northern part of the Idaho, Washington, and Montana. So I think I'm just gonna kind of stay close to there. And then if I blew a tire, I have like 10,000 people I could call, because I'm from there and those people love me. And I have family there and everything. So, or near, like I'm just gonna go closer to so that I don't have to like think about anything else. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give you the reading about right now, Dan. I bought new tires. I already bought new tires. It was just like a lot of stuff just came to me while I was sitting there waiting for it, like what if something happened? I am not prepared. I'm not. My credit cards have long gone. I don't have that kind of shit in my life, you know? So if I don't have the cash, then I can't do it. And I just feel like I'm not prepared, you know, for my van is old. It's like 22 years old. So anyway, I'm just gonna go closer to home, and I don't know of anywhere more beautiful than that. So I think we'll all enjoy it. um, yeah, yeah, and I can still do what I want to do. Again, it's gonna be colder, so I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to bring warm, really warm clothes um, and boots, right? So what I'm taking with me is going to be different than what I was thinking of for Texas. So I have to kind of like restructure that, but I have made that plan. So, okay, so let's get started with our reading, shall we? What we have is the eclipse coming on the 28th. And it's on the full moon, and the eclipse, what it'll do is you won't be able to see the whole full moon. It'll be a little bit eclipsed. So it's a partial eclipse. But here's what I got from it. It's a pretty important eclipse because it started in 2021 on the Taurus Scorpio axis, you know? So with the full moon, what it means is that there's an ending. Like whatever started in 2021 is ending. Like that cycle is completed, and that's the whole point of it. This was back when the North Node was in Taurus, so our focus could have been different, you know? So think back to 2021 and look back on that in your life. If you have a journal, look back and see what was going on in your life, what started right then. Because it was a lesson, it lasts for 2 years, and here we are. So it's closing out. This eclipse is a final reminder to not deprive yourself of what you want, even if it seems vain or materialistic. Okay, that's kind of like was the overall message for everyone. So we'll start with Aries, and I'm going to get the time on that, 7:38. Okay, so Aries, you'll be prioritizing money, resources, and values. During this moon cycle, there will be a strong desire for you to find comfort and security in your possessions. You might experience a huge change regarding your income or securing a purchase that supports your desire for stability. Pay close attention to what you're craving. It might be something you've been deprived of for a while. So, ooh, 13. I know. I'm going to be leaving on Friday, which is the 27th. And I was trying to think of where do I want to be for the full moon? Where do I want to be for that? Like, I really do observe the moon. And I take that energy very seriously with wishes, and I'm kind of excited that I'm leaving the 27th. So I think I'm going to go straight to the mountains, and maybe I might be in Lolo Hot Springs for that, or around that area, maybe a little further up the Lolo Pass. I'm not sure yet, but definitely doing some hot springs hopping. And that's what I'm going to show you guys, is some really cool places. So what I'm going to do is, I don't think I'm buffering. I would notice it. It must just be you, Joni, but I did have a problem this morning with the internet, with my phone. I don't know why. But once I came inside and was 100% using, you know, the internet in here, then it worked great. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to pull some cards for you, Aries. There's a win-win forecast here. I feel like there is something that's negative that needs to be let go of, and then your dreams need a practical plan. So get ready. What do you want? What are you letting go? of. That's what we do with the moons, right? It's like an energy exchange. You know how I'm always talking about temperance card and changing the energy, um, transmuting energy. This is the time to do it with the moon, right? So you're gonna win. It says it's time to release negativity. And remember when we were doing all the readings like the last couple of weeks about the eclipses? The eclipse just kept coming out. And I feel like what I saw as a common theme was the Five of Pentacles, feeling like we aren't enough. And I think that what I got out of that is like almost every single sign struggles with that in some way. And it's like from childhood, it is some deep-seated wound that makes us feel somehow, I don't know, inadequate or not deserving or something like that, right? So I feel like that is one definite thing that might need to be released because it's one of the most negative cards in the deck. And your dreams need a practical plan. So here's what happens when you release the negative thing. Like you say to Spirit, I can't handle this Five of Pentacles energy anymore, so I would like to replace it with 10 of Pentacles, I want to feel like I have everything. So maybe that is your wish. You just write it all down, you burn the one that you want to let go, and cherish the one that you believe is coming. Tell me, let's clarify. I'm using the Joie de Vivre deck today because all of my cards are out in my car still. I read cards yesterday and I didn't bring anything in last night. Okay, so win-win forecast. Okay, so this is talking about lessons that you've learned, decisions that you've had to make. Yeah, rearranging the energy, exactly. This is exactly what it's talking about, temperance and Nine of Wands. We did have a big, long talk about that. I don't know if it was Aries, but I feel like what's happening is like, it's what I was saying, like you're changing the energy in yourself. You're going to be successful at this, is what it's saying to me. And you're running in the Empress energy at the end of the day. Like you're reframing the way you feel about your life. King of Cups is coming out for it's time to release negativity. So it's the Five of Swords and the Two of Cups. And I just have to tell you that the King of Cups is here. And look at the card that we're clarifying. It's the Scorpio full moon. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio, but it sort of appears that way. Maybe there's someone that you had a fight with, someone that you felt was your Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom of the deck saying like that's about to change. And it's you that's changing it. Like you've been overthinking it, and I feel like you're just ready to let it go. Hang on, these cards are, I haven't used these in years, like a year probably. I do like them though. Hang on, let me put them all upright so I don't have to deal with that shit. Then if something comes out upside down, then it was meant to be, instead of me just not paying attention to the cards. Sorry, you guys. Alright, so let's get a little more clarity about this time to release negativity. Because I feel like, there was some kind of an argument here. It could have been with someone you love, right? Most likely it was someone that you love. Two of Cups, soul friend too, but there was some kind of fight. So Aries, I feel like Spirit is saying like, you need to release that. You need to release that. But you're hanging on, it says. So you need to make a decision to move on from that energy, to let it go. Because you got the Two of Cups, the Four of Coins, the Judgment card, and the Six of Swords. So it's like you're deciding to move on. You're deciding to move forward. Tell me about your dreams. Need a practical plan here for... This is the full moon in Taurus, which is exactly what's happening. So Knight of Swords, this is about something very quickly changing. Three of Cups, a celebration. It's like you're changing it yourself. You're making things fair, and you're understanding, you know, what this is what you want is Nine of Pentacles, right? You want that free feeling. You want Spirit to guide your life. And that's what's happening. So I feel like you are going to get in like some kind of download about this with that Knight of Swords. That's about quick information coming on in. And it's about some kind of like win. It's about a celebration. I do feel like you have to leave something behind here. Ten of Swords. It's sad. Look at this Ten of Swords. Look at how sad she is. So I feel like you do need to leave something behind. Tell me what it is. What is Aries leaving behind here? The fighting. You're walking away from the fighting. You're like, I'm sick of this fighting. I'm sick of the way it makes me feel like I don't know where I'm at. I'm feeling so discombobulated, right? So when you decide to let this go, this fighting, it's probably got more to do with this release than anything, right? I feel like you have a lot of strength coming, but you also have the Six of Wands, which is success. This is like being in the limelight. So, so what are you craving? What are you craving? I feel like you're craving independence. You know, I feel like you want to be completely like your own independent person. Like, I can make it on my own. I don't want to feel like I'm dependent on another person. That's what I'm seeing, Aries, for you. I hope that made sense. And Taurus, let's look at Taurus. 17, 18 minutes. Okay, so Taurus, this is it's in your sign. So it's in your first house of self-expression. And it's about your own needs and desires being put front and center in your life. If you've been overly consumed with the relationships you're part of, this full moon serves as an opportunity to reconsider what you need in order to feel the most satisfied. How are you making sure you find pleasure in life? While connections with others are important, you want to make sure you're not over-relying on other people to keep you happy. So this is about, you know, kind of like that independence, right? Understanding, like, I make my own self happy. I don't need someone to make me happy. People can come in and enjoy and join in your happiness, but you can't rely on them to provide it, is what that's saying. And I feel like you're realizing that. So let's get some moon cards and see what the tarot has to say for you guys. Taurus and moon. Look at the bigger picture. Don't let your past hold you back. Show the world the real you and have faith in your dreams. I also see the end of a tough cycle, which is exactly what the eclipse is, right? So you're ending some kind of cycle because you're looking at the bigger picture. You're like, oh, I see how this caused this and this to happen, you know, to be... You're seeing the justice. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. This could be referring to that Five of Pentacles again, like feeling like you're not enough, things like that, like old beliefs, right? Page of Coins. Look at the bigger picture. Ten of Wands. The Death card. The King of Coins. Oh, wow. Do you see what's happening here? Look at the bigger picture. So what it's saying is like, you know, I feel like, what is this about? Your first house of self-expression. So I feel like it starts out like with the Page, right? And a heavy load, and then the Death card. So I'm feeling like it's kind of like telling you the bigger picture. Like you started something, it was seemed like it was a burden, a heavy load, but it caused a transformation in you. And you did it yourself, and now you're the King of Coins, meaning like you realize your own value, like you've grown from a page to a king because of some kind of cycle, because of this cycle. It was heavy, but you learned a lot from it, and it changed you. Whatever it is, it made you realize your value. I feel like you also know about manifesting now, like you really felt it. Don't let your past hold you back. Let's clarify this for Taurus. This is your first house of self. The Lovers. The Nine of Coins. The Chariot. Okay. So it looks like there's a choice in your life, right? And the reason that it's under the South Node is because the South Node represents a comfort zone. It represents something that is familiar to us. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's still familiar. This could be in your love life even. You know, the way you express yourself, that kind of thing. So you have a choice here coming up. And I don't think you're quite clear on the direction you want to go, but I feel like you're being called to move in the Chariot card, you know? Like you're just being called to move. And maybe you're a little confused about that. Tell me where they're going. I feel like you want to follow this intuitive guidance, but there's something about it, right? It's not in your comfort zone to do it, you know? Like it's out of your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable, in fact. But the reason that it's here is for you to understand yourself, your higher self, your whole self, body, mind, spirit. And then there's the Empress energy. So a lot of growth, again, is what it's talking about. Like, I think you're being called to go down a new path. It's scary, but if you do it, you're going to have a lot of growth, a lot. Money, and in your own self. Like realizing, you know, who you are, Taurus. Tell me about have faith in your dreams and show the world the real you. So I feel like that's part of what they're asking you to do, is be your true self and just have faith in what you're dreaming of. You know, what do you want? Six of Cups and King of Wands. So I feel like there's someone who you're really attracted to, and you can't stop thinking about them. It could also be saying like, you know, thinking about your past, like as a child or whatever, and realizing your power. But I do kind of think it's about a relationship. And I feel like you think about them all the time, and Spirit is saying like, it's time to move forward. This person has you down, thinking kind of shitty about yourself. You've been healing up from this person. Who is the real Taurus? Show me. Who is the real Taurus when they have to show who they are? Okay, you're a magic money maker. 8 of Pentacles. You're the King of Cups. That's who you are. You work hard and you love hard. You lead with love. And I think that's kind of the point here, is your own soul is trying to like show you really who you are, right? At the very core of all of us, we're just love, 100% love. So I kind of feel like Spirit is saying, like, if you lead with love, it's going to take all the strength in the world, but it's going to break you free from some kind of cycle that you've been in. Maybe you've been kind of feeling alone, sad, right? Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's in this energy, have faith in your dreams and show the world real you, where you get this Ace of Wands. I see it at the bottom of the deck. So this could be like a new idea. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to like just have faith in what you love. Have faith in what your heart chakra is leading you to, you know? Like, what do you feel? What do you feel about this way or that way, you know? Just be honest with yourself and with others. That's what I feel like. Okay, so that's what I have for Taurus for the eclipse. Make sure and show everybody who you truly are. It's your opportunity. The moon is shining right on you. So, of course, you know, you might be in the spotlight with something. Gemini's next. Let me see. 27. Oh, wait. Gemini. You may feel the need to unplug from the outside world. You sometimes overlook pleasures that your private life has to offer. On the 28th, you'll be inclined to treat yourself behind closed doors. Book a massage or cook dinner with a loved one. Anything that allows you to sit back and relax without the pressure of judgments from anyone. I love that. So you're going to be doing some contemplating with this moon energy. Unplugging from the world. Okay. Angels, spirits, guides, tell me some messages for Gemini. Take time to breathe out. Surrender to the divine and you are good enough. Okay, so yeah, take time to breathe out. So maybe something's going on where you feel like you have to hold your breath, you know? I mean, honestly, this could be a pretty good card because, like, think of all the things that could happen that would be shocking, you know? That would, like, make you gasp, right? Let's just clarify it. And then the card is surrender to the divine and you are good enough. So it looks like you're doing some really good meditation here. Okay, take time to breathe out. Page of Coins. This could be like a new, could be a message, a love message. Page of Cups. Could be a child. It could be like a new, I don't know. Let me see. So then you got the High Priestess. Your higher self is here. The Emperor is here. Wow. The Four of Wands. 8 of Coins. 6 of Wands. And the 4 of Swords. Holy cow. This could be a lot of things, but what I feel like it could be a message from your higher self, possibly about stepping into Emperor energy, like maybe showing you that you're capable of it. Could be a person coming in as well. But let's just say it's all about you. I feel like your intuition is giving you messages about becoming an emperor, starting your own business, something that brings stability into your life. It's a new line of work, right? I think it's something you kind of enjoy, but it's definitely fulfilling, and it heals you. It heals you. Tell me about surrender to the divine. The Empress is here, sitting right next door to the Emperor. I'm wondering if this could be like divine balance within, you know, understanding both of those energies. Nine of Pentacles and the Fool. Oh, okay. All right. So you got this new direction. You're getting the message from your intuition. This is about divine balance. It's also about taking a leap of faith with the Fool card here. I feel like what this is bringing you in is the Empress energy, as well as the Nine of Pentacles. You know, that place where you know that Spirit is guiding you. They're blessing you. You feel it. And it's clarifying surrender to the divine, because you're being asked to do something over here. Step up and take lead in your life with the Emperor. And the reason that they're saying surrender is because I think you feel like you're not good enough because this card is here. Tell me about you are good enough. Three of Cups. Two of Wands. Page of Swords. Some of you could be going back to school, maybe, like higher school, like college or something, learning something new. The lesson here, what I feel like the lesson here is, wow, you're getting all the way to the 10 of Cups because you're manifesting it, right? So here's what I see. You don't see this coming, but it's this surrender that you're doing that changes everything. It changes where you're heading. It changes the way you feel about something specific. And then it takes you to the 10 of Pentacles, you know, which is like the happily ever after. Spirit is saying you're good enough. So you have this opportunity. It is given to you here in the beginning. Something big is happening with this. I think I've been reading about this for a while. It's some kind of new idea that Spirit's giving you with the High Priest. So it's directly coming in. I don't know. It could be just like you just suddenly know. Maybe it's while you're journaling, or maybe it's a dream, right? But definitely you're getting big intuitive hits that's leading to the 10 of Pentacles. It does require you to take a leap of faith, and I think that you're kind of scared to do that. And so it says surrender to the divine, surrender the fear, because this is a really good jump. So you might be thinking about those messages. Like, what do they actually mean? Maybe you'll figure it out over the eclipse, right? Because there's something new happening for you. And remember that the eclipse is like an ending of something, a cycle too, from 2021. So it could be something that started a couple of years ago. And I do feel like it's sort of attached to this feeling that whether you're good enough for it or not, you know, I think it's attached to that. So, hang on one second, I'll be right back. Cancer time. 35:53. Hey, Free Will, how's it going? So I'm on Cancer now. So here's the astrology message. You'll be seeking pleasure and comfort through friendships. The moon reaches its peak on the 28th. You'll be considering how you can indulge in the long-lasting connections you've developed. You might spend time with friends or engaging in a network opportunity that has really prolonged benefits. Either way, your community is where you'll feel the most at home today. So that's kind of fun. So you guys are going to want to hang out with the people you love, friends. So let's see what's happening. Aww. That's probably this energy, babe. I did do an Aries reading. It's at the beginning of the video. A time to give rather than take, Cancer, is what this card is saying. Be bold and make the first move, and a new start is coming. So you have something closing out so that you can have a brand new beginning. And it's a time to give rather than take is what it says. So this is about your friends. Let's see what you're doing with your friends. I think you should call me today when I'm done with these readings. It's probably going to take me a couple of hours, I bet. Let's see. 2 of Coins and the Chariot. It's a time to give rather than take. So you're kind of like not sure what to do here, but the Chariot's here to move forward. Oh, but you're just not sure, are you? Okay, so the 2 of Wands is here, and you know how I feel about the 2 of Wands. It's about choosing yourself, having the strength to choose yourself, realizing it's not a selfish endeavor to choose yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Magician. So there's something really big about to change here for you, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if you're like moving or maybe you're getting a new car. The Chariot could be about alignment too. 8 of Wands. You want to look at this cool 8 of Wands in this card? It's like he's going somewhere, right? Like he's being led in a certain direction by Spirit. Spirit's got the whole thing. 8 of Wands. 8s are about change. What is Cancer manifesting? Something about the King of Swords. So manifesting the ability to make a decision. Because I do see you being called to move forward here. With the Chariot and this 8 of Wands, they're both movement, you know, and you trying to decide if you should do it. The Wheel of Fortune's bringing in the Magician and the King of Swords. So maybe this is saying like they're bringing in the ability to manifest the answer that you're seeking, you know, about this movement. You're leaving behind some kind of toxic freaking energy is what you're doing, Cancer. It's important too. Look, she's sad. And then the Devil card. Do you see the message on that card? That's a marionette one too. So it's like she's sitting by this bank feeling really sad about what she lost. And this is what's This is what's causing your confusion and your inability to make a decision. The Devil card is really about something controlling you, and what I feel like it is sadness. It's the ending of something. It's like you don't want to let it go. And maybe that's the decision you need to make. Like, should I mean, I'm feeling like I need to move forward. I know I should move forward. The wheel is even here, you know, the wheel of fortune. Like, it's time. Like, this is a certain time for you. Like, are you going to take this window of opportunity to close out this cycle? Because it's controlling you. It's stopping you from moving forward, is what I'm seeing. So, that's why it's a time to give rather than take. It's this sadness that's got you stuck. Be bold and make the first move. Ace of Swords, clarity. Ace of Cups, love. And the Queen of Cups. That's about surrender. So be bold and make the first move toward your new beginning, toward clarity, toward self-love. How can they do that? What can they do to move forward, Spirit? Make a plan. It's the Knight of Coins. You know, he's about planning stuff. Okay, make a plan. I feel like you need to like kind of go inside and talk to Spirit about this surrender. This, like I need to look at it from my soul's perspective, please. Can you show me, you know, why this thing ended over here? I do want to move forward, but I still don't know why in the hell this had to happen to me. So this is about making the first move toward making a plan, you know, and I feel like you want to make a plan, but I feel like you need to go inside in the hermit mode and talk to your higher self and say, what is the fucking plan, soul? You know, like, where are we going? And your soul is saying, out of the Five of Pentacles, that's where. Yeah. Out of this pain that's changing. Yeah, this grief. Sunshine coming in here. And it's just like, it's really about you getting clarity on why something happened, or what the blessing was, what the gift was that came out of it that makes it worth the pain. You know, like what happened that made it worth all the pain you went through. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. You'll be taking pleasure and comfort in. So if you've been in like a depression feeling, you know, you're not seeing any kind of, I don't know, you're not noticing the real love that's around you, is what I feel like. But you will. It's just a matter of like talking to your higher self. I feel like it's all about, look at that, who's at the Emperor at the bottom? Taking charge of your own life, bringing in your own stability into your life. The Nine of Coins, like understanding that, and then there's the Empress. So I feel like there's a lot of movement here, you know, toward growth, like towards spiritual growth. I do think you're going to understand why this happened and what it gave you. And it could very well be coming over the eclipse, because the veil is so thin. It's thin now. Are you guys getting messages? Tell me about the new beginning. So I feel like if once you understand something here in the Hanged Man card, right? This is like you figuring out like maybe the beauty in something sad, you know, the gift in something sad. And there's a new beginning. it starts with honesty and love and balance. I feel like you could, you know, really like argue with yourself about this new beginning. I do. Because there's a Five of Wands here. You want to see it? It's like these two fighting, you know, like it's Five of Wands is about a fight. And I see something changing in that, like healing. It's been a burden. So what you're doing here is transmuting energy. You know, you are, with the Temperance is here, and so is the Five of Coins. So that's the energy you're leaving behind. You know, that's the one you're talking to Spirit about, going like this, honestly, this feeling that I feel like I'm all alone and not enough. I mean, it's not really propelling me forward on my spiritual journey. In fact, it's causing me to not even hear it. So it's not really serving me. So the way that you're transmuting the energy here, it's by following a passion, Knight of Wands. It's about getting a good idea and running with it. That's your new start. You know, it's like some kind of good idea. Now, I feel like, you know, the energy of the Five of Pentacles is like, I'm not good enough. And the Temperance card is about switching that whole story around. You know, because this is who you really are. This is what you're really deserving of. This is who your soul really is. It's this Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. And you are so led by your higher self. And I feel like you're going to be seeing this and feeling this. I think you're going to be loving yourself here. There's a big change coming for you. And it starts with the way you feel about yourself, you know? And I do feel like it's changing. I see change all over. You're letting go here. You're seeing it differently here. And you're coming out in this beautiful energy here. So that's your new beginning. You're beginning at like knowing your value, feeling your value. You feel beautiful and lovely. And it's because your soul is hanging out. It's because you're like in contact with them. You're getting in contact with them because of all this shit that happened. You know, when you go into the Hermit card, that's when they come out. They're like, wait a minute, did you forget about me? Look, your soul is the star. Your soul is the star. The soul is your light. And you're figuring it out. And it's giving you the strength to go forward. And that's what I'm seeing. I feel like it begins with like being honest with yourself about things. Maybe about what you've been through, about the struggle. And cutting out what doesn't serve you. Queen of Wands. Surrendering anything that you can't cut out. Like, I feel so shitty about this. Take it, Spirit. Turn it into something else. I'm tired of feeling like this. And so it is. That's what I see happening for you, Cancer, over the full moon and the eclipse. All right. So let's see who would be next. Leo. All right, Leo. This eclipse will magnify your desire for long-term stability and satisfaction in your career and professional life. This lunation could signify a shift in your current job. You could be noticed for an achievement, putting your talents and gifts front and center. Take time to bask in your achievements. This recognition is well deserved. You earned it. I forgot to write the time down. Okay. So This is about your long-term stability. It's about your work. It's about receiving an honor. So that could be some kind of surprise for you guys. There's a boss looking out. Maybe you get a raise, a bonus, a promotion, or a new job offer that's better. Something. You're being recognized, which is always cool. Prosperity lies ahead. See what I'm saying? Be bold and make the first move. And hold your vision. And you are good enough is at the bottom. So let's not forget that part. It's super important. I feel like all of us have to let that go. I really do. I feel like every single eclipse reading has talked about that. So get prepared to let that go, you guys. Just even if you can't identify exactly what it is, write it down. This feeling that I'm not good enough, replace it with a feeling that I am good enough. Show me. Show me why I'm good enough. Because I mean, even this promotion or something, like, are you going to feel like you didn't deserve it? Or are you scared? Like, I'm not good enough to be a boss. I don't know. But something's happening here. Clarify prosperity lies ahead. This is about money. This is about money coming in, a lot of it. Yeah, so evidently Six of Wands, talking kind of like your reading, right? It's the Six of Wands, it's about success, it's about people acknowledging you. And Four of Wands, this makes you feel some type of way, stable, right? Like you know stuff. King of Swords, it makes you feel good. Maybe one of the things they're recognizing you for is your ability to make fair, honest, good decisions. And I just want you to know that you're the one that's manifesting all this money. There's a transformation coming in for you guys. I saw it at the bottom. So tell me what Leo is manifesting here with the Magician card. I think it's freedom from something. You're manifesting love. You could be manifesting love with the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because what I feel like is, I asked what you're manifesting and it came out Ten of Cups, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Devil. Not in that order. Devil came out first. So I feel like there's something that's kind of got a hold on you. Like, it could be an addiction. It could be you feeling some type of way, like I'm not good enough, something like that. But what you are manifesting is Ten of Cups with a Queen of Swords is what it looks like. I'm on Leo now. Let's see, what would be applicable to you? It would be Cancer. And I think the time on that's 3553. Showing if you prefer to watch that instead of Leo. I think free will's probably back on Aries. Okay, so be bold and make the first move. Leo, what are they doing here? Ten of Pentacles. You see, you got some serious dough coming in. It is your wish fulfillment. There could be love. There could be some kind of love situation here too. Because the Queen of Cups is here. It could be also about surrendering something. Be bold and make the first move. Maybe you have to surrender something in order to get the Ten of Pentacles, right? Yeah, I think you're struggling with something. Could be about love, like the way you feel about love. Because there's a lot of cups here. So maybe you're reaching out to somebody, but you're struggling with it. You do have enough strength. Your own card is here, Leo. So just get the strength up to, I don't know, send the message, but you feel like you can't. This is the cycle that's ending, is this feeling like you can't do something, that you're not good enough, that you're, I don't know. I don't like the way you look at love in this reading. I mean, I feel like you feel not good enough. That's what I feel like. Hold your vision. So this is about wishes that you want to make come true. This is about manifesting them. Queen of Wands. But you have this broken heart, Three of Swords. So it's kind of up to you to make a decision. This is a huge lesson for you. This is a huge lesson, this pain, this Three of Swords energy. It's here to move you. It's because, so what it's saying is hold your vision. There's something going on here. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, I feel like. And back to the career thing, which is what the eclipse is highlighting in your life, right? So yeah, there's an end to this cycle because you learned the lesson, and then you just start over with the Fool card, right? Down a new path. Hold your vision. What do you want? What are you manifesting? You can have anything you want. So you definitely have a love situation here coming in this hold your vision thing. So maybe that's something that you've been trying to manifest, is love. You know, like it hasn't worked out for you in the past, but you do have something specific in mind. But every time you try to manifest it, you're kind of back into the pain of it, like the Three of Swords part. Like, oh my God, this hurts so much. I don't know if I want to. But I feel like you are. You're manifesting a really nice relationship. King and Queen of Cups, which is all about love. I also feel like this is saying like it's your higher self that's kind of like has this person in mind. You know, like it's something that you know, human doesn't know, but soul definitely knows. So I kind of feel like it's kind of up to you to like let your human quiet down for a minute and just give your soul the freedom to like move you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, like, because our soul is, you know, I don't want to say crazy, but it seems like it sometimes, doesn't it? Like some of the really icky shit that happens to us. And you're like, what the fuck, man? Why'd I plan that? And that's kind of like, just kind of the way it is. But when you get to this point where you realize that there is a bigger plan, like your soul had this bigger plan. And if you could get to the place where you realize the brilliance of that plan, I think you can trust it. You know, you get to this place where you trust your higher self, you know, because I feel like you're kind of finding justice in all the little stuff that is working out. Like with your, it's about your work. You know, it's about being recognized. I feel like this prosperity, it's like, it's money coming in, big money. And it's because of you. Like you are doing it yourself. You're the one manifesting it, you know. You got 10 of Pentacles coming. But I do feel like you struggle with love. And I feel like, you know, maybe that's something that you'll be working through with this too. Like maybe the eclipse is showing you like something about your value because you're being noticed at work, you're getting a promotion or something. And then that changes the way you even see yourself. You know, like you're suddenly, I don't know, feeling pretty good about yourself. Like, wow, did I do that? Hey, Dan, glad to have you back. Let's look at Virgo now. So this moon Virgo is in your ninth house. And it says, lean into the stability that your current values and belief systems offer. So it's about values and belief systems. You'll feel the urge to do something out of the ordinary, like take a trip or try new food. Anything that encourages you to switch things up without pushing you too far out of your usual comfort zone is a good idea. So you're going to be trying some new stuff, it looks like. That's fun. So that eclipse is going to make you want to try something new. I guess I'd like to do something different. That's fun. You should let me know in the comment box what happened. Like, what was the big change in you, you know? What did you try, Virgo? What did you try over the full moon? I'd like to know. So spirits, angels, guides, give me some moon messages for Virgo about the eclipse on the 28th in Taurus. A win-win outcome. That's pretty cool, Virgo. So whatever you're working on is going to be good. It's time to take action, and it's time for healing. So some kind of big healing is coming for you over the eclipse. We'll find out what it is. Let's first clarify the win-win. Let's see what's the winning thing here. You're going to be successful here. Tell me about it. Could be dealing with a Libra or an Aries or any sign. Leo is here. So this is the sun. Abundance, happiness, joy. This could be about like friends. It could be like about reconciliation. Something is healing here. This could be like a family situation. I feel like you see it differently now. Like maybe there was a fight. But I feel like, you know, like your healing is taking place here with the Four of Wands. I feel like you're seeing the truth of things, the truth of situations, the truth of possibly what you have right around you. You're being honest with yourself here with the King of Swords. Tell me it's time to take action. Clarify for Virgo. The Wheel and Judgment. So, Wheel of Fortune is about a turn of events that's happening that you had planned in your soul journey. And the Judgment card is, well, it's about your soul awakening, coming to the surface to help you. Maybe they need to help you take action here. What's the action? Cutting out things that don't serve you. I'm also seeing a King and Queen of Swords side by side here. Maybe this is something, I don't know, like you fight with yourself about Five of Swords. But it's something that you hang on to. It hurt you a lot. And you think about it too much. And your soul is ready to like go on a new journey. They're like, this is what I've been getting. Your soul is tired of feeling confused. It's tired of like all the negative energy. It's ready to experience positive energy at this time. And so that's why I think the Judgment card and the Wheel is here. Because it's time for it to change from negative to positive. A time for healing, temperance. Yeah. It's transmuting energy. It's changing some things. what's going to happen once they change this? This is clarifying a time for healing. So it begins with, you know, your energy changing from negative to positive. You're doing this by following passion, Knight of Wands. Following something like, I don't know, think about the things you like to do. It could be writing a poem, it could be painting a picture, right? But it's going to change your direction with the Chariot card. Like, I don't know how many times this same message comes out, but it's basically about, if you want to get aligned with your higher self, do the things that you love to do. That's all it takes, right? I feel like you're having a hard time, like, choosing yourself. Human is having a hard time choosing themselves. Because of a heartbreak. There's a heartbreak here. 3 of Swords. It hurts. Right? And I feel like you struggle. This could be about another person. It could be about your inner struggle. Right? I kind of feel like you feel a little bit guarded, or like other people might be attacking you, like you have to protect yourself. And Justice comes out. Yeah, that's healing, right? The Justice comes out. So I feel like Spirit is kind of showing you exactly what happened here, so you can see the justice in it. So you can see the strength it gave you, right? For one thing. And I feel like it also had activated your heart chakra. So even though this thing felt like it was a really big load, you know, it felt really heavy, you've been overthinking it, I feel like that's all changing the way you see it. I feel like you're seeing the justice. You're seeing the gifts it gave you, like strength. I also feel like it opened up your heart chakra and you feel different. And I think you're noticing it. So that's what I see for you. Let's see what Libra's doing here. Libra. Let me see what time it is. Okay, Libra, here's your message. On the 28th, the eclipse shifts your focus on shared resources and intimate connections with others. You might make an important purchase with a partner, pay off a debt, or open a new savings account. The eclipse is highlighting your desire for long-term security in your finances. So you'll mainly be concerned with investing in things that will be worth it in the long run. So you're looking at your money, your investments, your partnerships, like who you're partnered up with and what you want to invest together in. Okay, so angels, spirits, guides, give me some messages for Libra. Show the world the real you. Commitment is key. And the answers you need are coming. This is picking up speed here, whatever's going on. This is definitely about your money and some kind of partnership that you're in. I mean, it could be about like somebody that you work with, but it could be somebody that you love too. It's funny how, like, when you were looking at that house, it is love and money, right? So it could go either way. So show the world the real you. Tell me why Libra needs to show me what's going on here. Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate your help, your guidance, and your love. Okay. So it looks to me like you guys are sad about something, Libra. Ten of Swords, the Hermit, Six of Coins. I feel like something's not fair. You lost something. I think maybe you're spending a lot of time meditating, talking to Spirit, crying. I feel like there's a lot of sadness here. And it's under Show the World the Real You. I feel like it's time for you to share your pain. You know? Share it. Tell people how you truly feel. I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to be the news that you share with others it's going to balance things out. I don't think you realize how people are going to respond to the real you. Maybe you're afraid of it, you know, but that's what it's saying. You're struggling with this. You're not comfortable with it. You don't want to tell people anything. But here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like if you were to like seek out people that actually really care about you, 3 cups, or be prepared for 3 people to come in, I feel like they give you clarity. What's the clarity? I'm wondering if these people like are sent by Spirit. I always get that with 3s. So maybe people coming in just loving on you a little bit. But you are getting clarity once you start telling people how you feel, telling your truth. This is where your transformation begins with the Death card, you see? It's like you're going straight into that little new portal, and then you're coming out a different person. 6 of Cups. So I feel like what you need to talk about is something that you lost, something that came to an end, something that didn't seem fair, and something you can't stop thinking about. So Spirit is asking you to like refocus on the sun, because the sun is about the good things that are in front of you. And I know it's really sad and it's hard to see the beauty of this planet when we're in a grief mode, but they're telling me this is kind of the answer. This is kind of the way out, you know. And I think deep down, this is who you are, Libra, because you do always try and make things right and fair. It's just who you are. And I think you are mostly someone who looks at the bright side of things. And that's what it's saying. Like, instead of thinking about the fact that something ended, you know, think about it in a different light. Like the happiness it gave you, the happiness you have. And yeah. So this could involve a child here, because the page is here, Page of Coins. So it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, child, right? It could be a message from your higher self, because, I mean, it's funny how this child is almost like, I don't know, he's either messing around with the sun or something. Don't they look the same? The Page of Pentacles and the sun. Look at the 2 suns that are being shown there. So I feel like this could be about a child for sure. Like maybe I don't know. I feel like sometimes when we're really sad, we do miss out on the things that are there because we're worried about what we lost. And I get it. But this is what's going to give you the justice. It's probably most likely a child that's going to bring this sun into your life. Help you see, like, even though I lost something, I still have this. And it's beautiful. Communication is key. Let's go on to that one. Tell me about that, Spirit. So Queen of Wands and Two of Coins. Queen of Wands could be a Sag, Virgo, no, Leo, Aries, Sag, sorry. Again, it's talking about communication. It's talking about your things. I feel like it's important for you to talk about how you feel. I feel like when you do that, like you're talking to somebody, it looks like a couple of people here, but I feel like this is what brings balance into your life. This is what brings healing. And this is what brings that Ten of Cups back in. Like, honestly, really feeling the Ten of Cups. You see, when you talk about how you feel about losing something, the more you talk about it, the freer you become. Because you're letting all those feelings out. This can be done through writing. It can be done through speaking. I do feel like you have some people here to help you. And honestly, if it's Ten of Cups, it's probably your family. The answers you need are coming. Got a couple of Gemini cards here and an Aquarius card in the moon. The answers you need are coming. So it's like you have this really heavy burden and you feel kind of guarded. Like you feel like other people are maybe thinking bad about you, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that's true. It means that you feel like that. I feel like this is changing and I feel like you're doing it yourself. I feel like somehow you get this courage to, I think it's through alignment, because I kind of feel like you're doing it here. When you get to this Ten of Cups place, I feel like you're going to feel different, you know, because your heart's going to be completely activated and it's caused by possibly a child or a message, right? It makes you feel better. It makes you feel like this loss or this transformation that you've gone through, you understand that maybe you wouldn't be here at this Ten of Cups if that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I see like there's just forward movement. I do feel like you're choosing yourself. And everything you want to know about the tower that you went through, I feel like that's kind of the whole thing here. It's like I feel like there's a big why. Why did this happen? Why does this happen? And I feel like you're kind of like processing all of that here. You know, you've got this tower and the Five of Cups. So it's this tower that causes you to feel all alone. But you are finding out that you're not alone here. When you start to tell people how you're feeling, you're telling them how you feel about this loss. Like, no, I'm not okay. Do you know what I mean? It seems like when, you know, we go through some kind of loss, and then we go through the grieving process, and people, you know, honestly, they stop caring. They do. They stop calling you. Even your best friends back the fuck up. And it's a really fucked up place to be. But what I feel like is happening is like spirits changing that with you just finally saying, like, when someone calls you and says, "How are you?" and you say, "I'm not okay today, and this is how I'm feeling," and you let a little piece of that go. And so here's what I'm feeling like. I just feel like your soul is showing you some stuff with the Chariot card. You know, I mean, it's aligning. And I feel like the answers you need are coming is what we're clarifying. And it's about that. The answers you want to know about this tower and this five, meditate on that full moon. You'll get these answers that you need. And I think it's going to change the way you look at life. You got an Ace of Wands here. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Three of Swords. And the Judgment. And so the answers you need are coming about this heartbreak, about this loss, about this tower moment. And how it's happening is the Wheel of Fortune. It's timing. It is the eclipses. So I feel like the Judgment card is about the resurrection of the soul. It's about the soul that's quietly living inside the body, finally coming out because you have fucking had enough as a human being. And you need to know. And I feel like show the world the real you. It's hard because you're not feeling like yourself, Libra. You're not. And it's because of the tower. The tower is exactly for that. It's breaking down all the old stuff, all the old beliefs about life, about yourself, about everything. And you come out a whole different person. You know what's funny, Libra? I gotta tell you what happened to me yesterday at the show, at the festival. Like, so I'm reading cards there, you know, and like I know a lot of those people there, but I don't like mingle or stay in touch. I don't know why. I'm talking about the other like readers and stuff like that. I just don't. And so I ran into this lady and I really like her. I met her like 3 years ago or something. She doesn't live here, but she was at the show yesterday. And she came in and she sat in where I was at in my room. And I mentioned something about the canceling a show that I had planned in December. And she goes, you know, I couldn't figure out if you were the same person when you came up and talked to me earlier. If you were the December 9th person. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's me, Tina, like, God. And she told me that she didn't recognize me and that I don't even look like the same person. And to be honest, it kind of like threw me off guard a little bit. Like, why? And she said, you're just not even the same. You don't even look the same. And I said, well, my son did die. So I imagine I don't look like the same person. And I wasn't going to get into it. She's not a reader or anything. But I was thinking about the Tower card and really what that is. And how it lasts so long. Sometimes the grief, the pain, as we watch, you know, our own self crumble down to nothing. And then when we rise up, which is where I sort of feel like I am, is rising from the ashes. And she didn't recognize me. And I have aged so much in the last 4 years. I don't recognize myself either. So much has happened. And it's because I'm not the same person as I used to be. And anyway, I was just thinking about that when I was reading this because that's what it all reminded me of. It almost made me cry when she said she didn't recognize me. And I really overthought that all day. Like, are you just so ugly that she didn't recognize you? Or you just like look like you're 100 now? Or what? Anyway, I just feel like I wanted to share that with you because really going through a loss like what I'm seeing here, Man, I'm gonna have to shut off this video after this. I'm getting really emotional. But I feel like it just changes our whole everything. And so that's why when Spirit is saying, like, show the world the real you, that's hard, because you're here going like, who am I now? Who am I now? Well, what I feel like this reading is saying is that you're going to find out. Like, I feel like Spirit is coming toward you with all the answers. They're going to show you what it gave you. And in the very center, I see 10 of Cups, so I feel like there's a lot of love coming in. And I don't know why I'm feeling like this, but I'm gonna go. I'll be back later. I love you guys.